Hi everyone, my name is Adnan Amin and I welcome you all to my Tech Talk channel. This week Microsoft have successfully executed Microsoft Build Online, which is one of the biggest Microsoft conference. And now next week is also going to be very exciting as Microsoft 365 Virtual Marathon is going to start from 27th May. With me today is Joel Oleson, who is one of the organizers for the event. Joel is a Microsoft MVP and a Microsoft Regional Director, and he is one of the world's most connected Microsoft community leader and also a very famous traveler, and he also visited Lahore I think 3 or 4 years back.
So, Joel, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. It's great to be here. It's great chatting with you.
Thank you. And please tell us about you and your tech journey with Microsoft and Microsoft technologies.
Sure. I'm a director at Proficient right now. I have been working there for about a year. I've been working with the Microsoft technologies for a very long time. In December, it'll be 20 years that I've been working with
Wow.
the SharePoint, Office 365 technology, so long time. And before that, I was still working in web administration, IT admin, SQL, been working in the web platforms, internet platforms for a long time, intranets, that kind of thing, many years.
Yeah,
Gives
too
me
many
gray hair.
years. So, what is I have seen you are working on one of the organizer for Microsoft 365 Virtual Marathon event. What is the story behind this, and how the idea got initiated, and why one should attend this event?
So really the origin, it started from, I was working on a local event in Southern California with some other folks like Ryan Scouten, Jeff Willinger, Galen, and Galen Keane. And essentially, there was this question, hey, should we cancel the event? When do we want to postpone it? And I said, you know what? If we're gonna cancel it, I'd rather not cancel it. I've already heard there's people, I've been working on some virtual events, and I wanted this. If we're gonna do this virtual, let's go big. If we can, how much can a tenant support is what we were talking about. We were saying you can run 15
Mm.
parallel sessions inside of Microsoft Teams, and we're like, let's see if we can do it. And then we heard from Microsoft that they were going to increase the limits on how many concurrent sessions you could have during COVID-19.
I have seen your
So we were
post.
like, let's open it wide open. Let's encourage everybody who wants to share. And so we started sharing this vision of we want to do a global, around the world, beyond 24 hours. In fact, we had this idea of we'll end at a share pint on Thursday, but we're going to start on Wednesday morning. So we came up with this idea of 36 hours. Um, let's try and be the longest single running all the way around conference, and let's let everybody who wants to speak. That kind of idea. And we had lots and lots of interest. We had I think we're nearly 800 submissions in
Mm.
terms of sessions,
Wow.
and speakers from all over the world. We have speakers from 44 plus countries. The attendees has blown up as well. Like, the first part, we really focused on the speakers, making sure we had quality sessions. Um, Jeff Teeper, the keynote,
Yep.
as
This
well
was
as
one of my questions.
Naomi, Penny talking about Project Cortex. We've got somebody talking about the new lists. Um, we've got people talking about Teams, and we've got, Lori Popmeyer and Caruana.
Wow.
On the Power Platform, we've got John Levesque. So really, really quality sessions. And we're even bringing back Bill Baer, who's been focused
Yeah.
on AI and search and all that jazz, cognitive services. So we've got a really incredible lineup. And it doesn't end there. There's over 100 sessions from MVPs and RDs
Yeah.
um, from all over the world, like I said.
So,
It blew my mind when I was looking at just the diversity. And when we started talking about it even, we're like, how do we really embrace the globe? and we started thinking about language and the closed caption features. Then I was thinking, I don't want to exclude the Spanish speakers or the French speakers, and why make them speak English when they've got great content.
Agree.
So we started reaching out to the community leaders, like AOS brought the French guys in, talking about HISPA Point and the Latin American communities. And so we basically started adding these foreign language tracks.
So how many
Reached
languages are
out
added?
to what's that?
So how many languages have been added for how many different
So
languages?
there are 7 languages, 6 in addition to English.
Wow.
And our plan as well is to have it's going to follow the Earth, where basically Microsoft Teams allows you to support 6 languages from a closed caption perspective translation. And our plan is to pick from our attendee list. We're going to support the top 6 languages per region as we follow the sun.
So, so what is the criteria for selecting the speakers? Because now you have a multiple languages. Who are the organizers? Uh, who are filtering out the specific sessions that which should be the part of the part of the conference? Because you must be getting a lot. Because you mentioned that there are around 800 sessions which you got. So how
Yeah.
you manage this thing, and who?
So the committee, and let me say as well, I don't want to fail to mention, we did partner up with the SharePoint conference fairly early on because that was going to be canceled. And they've been focused on Microsoft 365. So we had this broad focus on technology across Microsoft 365. Build just recently happened. So our intention as well was, let's not go too heavy on the dev side. Let's focus on the other audiences,
Yep.
architects, business users, power users. Dev content's good too, but let's make sure that it's broader, the low code, no code, lots of power platform types of sessions, including Dynamics, Azure. So lots of good solid content. But how we decided was, it was the committee really kind of just stepping through and saying, what are the sessions we want to have? What are the most important things for the community right now?
So how much time it have taken to for you, and what are the hurdles which you faced, the challenges you faced during till now for organizing the event? There must be more challenges which will come during the event, which we can discuss after the event. But now
Yes,
how much is
absolutely.
happening?
So I want to say this is the largest event ever attempted to run on Microsoft Teams. And we're running with Microsoft Teams live events. And they increased the maximum number of how many attendees can be on a single live event during COVID-19 as well.
Yep.
So we were worried a little bit about the 10,000 limit. In fact, our attendee list, I bet over the weekend we're going to hit 10,000. So we're
Wow.
pretty close to that right now, with another six or so days before the event. Um, so yeah, so it's yeah. I'll just stop there and let you
So,
continue.
did you got any support from the community, Microsoft community members, others than
Yeah,
organizers?
absolutely. So as a committee, we reached out to the Latin American community to kind of run the Latin American kind of Spanish-speaking track.
Yep.
Um, Talked to the French, and they're like, we want to have French all the way from Lebanon to New Caledonia and Tahiti. So basically, we're talking, there's 2 French tracks that basically go nearly most of the way around the world. Same kind of deal with Spanish. Goes from Spain to Chile. It's all the way. It's great in terms of, and then we've got Japan as well. We're working with Microsoft Japan AI on the or I anyway, on the Japanese side, and we have two incredible Japanese speaking tracks, and it's really the Japanese community who kind of pulled it together.
Yep.
Like they added me to a Facebook group, and there's 27 people working on the Japanese um, side of this event. If
Wow.
that just gives you an important like size and scale aspect to this.
Yeah, I have
The
seen the.
French have their own volunteers as well.
Yeah, I have seen on the teams.
Koreans as well.
Yeah, I have seen on the volunteer team that there are different language groups and channels are available, and they have been so many discussions going on, which was harder for me to understand. But it really seems amazing that how you guys are working and managing all these things with the help of community. And
Yeah, yeah. I would say there's over 100 volunteers working on this event right now.
so just tell me,
It's very community led.
because I know that it's a free community event. So how you are managing the expenses and everything, because you are spending so much time on it, and you're already doing your jobs along with it. So how you are managing this thing?
So I early on I did have a good conversation with my boss, and he's like, how many hours do you think you're going to spend on this? And I was like, 8 to 10 hours or so a week. It's obviously gone over that, but I was planning on time after work anyway. Um, Ryan Scouten, he's been putting in some serious muscle. He's been doing most of it off
Yeah.
hours. He's got a day job he's doing. Um, but as well, Galen's been working on our volunteer efforts.
Yeah.
Jana in Europe has been working on our the slide deck and a lot of our visuals. Um, she's from Czech Republic.
Well,
We've got Dipti, who's been working on outreach in Asia. She's been doing a bunch of YouTube videos. Yes, Serge and Patrick have been working on the French side.
yep.
Aaron Gonzalez and Juan have been working on the Spanish-speaking track. Olivia on the Korean track. I on the Japanese track. Like it's a lot of different efforts going on. Like even just our tech checks, we had to do 4 different tech checks just to get the speakers, making sure everybody could log into the tenant. And when you're running live events, there are technical challenges related to
Yep.
people not knowing how the whole thing works. Like this, I would say that it takes more planning right now to run an event on Teams. It's very easy to do meetings, but when you start talking about broadcast, there's a lot of broadcast capabilities in the platform, and so it takes more effort around full-on producing. So there's a producer aspect to this event,
Yep.
where we've kind of had to work through how do you produce more than 400 sessions in a 36-hour period. And we're talking 21, 22 sessions wide.
Yep.
Simultaneously, we
I
have
have noticed this thing
22
that
speakers.
that's
Yeah,
actually totally crazy that how many producers you will require in the same time. That because I
at
have
the
seen
same
that
time.
because I am also luckily got selected for a session, and I have seen that along my time there are around 20 sessions or 20 or 18 sessions. I was just got crazy that how these that many producers will be required for managing all these sessions. So
Right, right.
that would be challenging. Let's see how what type of challenges will come. And I just wanted to know about the figures which you have right now. That how many exact number of registered users, speakers, and sessions. And are you still accepting sessions, or just the decisions or the sessions are already finalized?
We're pretty much locked on speaker sessions. We are working out some of the vendor booth concepts. You said it's a free event, but at the same time, we do have sponsors who are helping cover some of the marketing expenses, and we're working with SPC, who just had a major loss, having to cancel their event
Yeah, I
in
have seen
Las
that.
Vegas. So they're promoting their event that's happening in March. Um, so there's just kind of working with them. They're kind of handling the sponsor side of it. Our team is handling, and committee is kind of handling the logistics, the sessions, all the stuff in Sessionize, as well as the registration on Eventbrite. So we're leveraging those tools. One of the things you'll notice that we're doing kind of special is we're actually taking the JSON that comes from Sessionize and the
Yep.
schedule itself. You'll notice on the day of the event, you'll be able to join right from. It's a special page we're creating, but basically it's going to be the full-on schedule. Right from the schedule, you'll be able to click to join. So it's going to be a very seamless experience as well.
Yep. So, with all this going on, so what is the plan for the next year? Will this going to be a yearly event, or we are just experiencing it this year only?
I actually had that conversation last night, and I don't want to spoil any surprises, but in fact, I will wait for the announcement. But let me tell you, it's been an incredible experience for everyone involved. We kind of feel like there's never been a more global, embracing community event ever.
Yep.
And a little secret for you, we actually didn't decline any speakers. We accepted all of the speakers.
Wow,
In
that's
fact, that kind of warms my heart a little bit when I think about it. We accepted speakers where this is their first event, and they're speaking alongside Jeff Teeper. That
that's
is
a big thing.
really exciting for them.
Yep. So how much you support the support you got from Microsoft for this?
Yeah, Microsoft, they were the ones who introduced us to SPC and said, hey, can you help these guys out? um, but Microsoft actually said, hey, we want to support this. We're really, really busy with COVID-19 and all this. We're gonna try and we'll put our heads down, figure out how we do this. But essentially, some of the sessions they're providing recordings. A lot of the sessions are live. So we're getting kind of a mix from Microsoft, but they've actually been embracing this from the beginning. Like as soon as I had the idea, I gave a call to Bill Bear and said, "Hey, you want to keynote our event?" And he's like, "Love it, let's do it."
That's
Talked to
amazing.
John Levesque, and he's like, "Love it, let's do it." And it was kind of that early momentum that helped us get this off the ground from these, Microsoft evangelists who they don't just do this for a job. They actually love the community and they want to embrace the community.
Thank you so much, Joel, for your time, and because it's evening there and you must be tired after a whole working day, and wish you a good weekend which is going on, and a big shout out to you and all the volunteers and organizers who are making this possible for the community.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, send me a link to the recording. Love to share it. This is great to be here with you, and I really hope that the community loves this as much as I do. And one thing I do want to pitch as well, a lot of these online events you're going to see, it's basically recordings. You sit in and watch these things. Ours is designed to be as live as possible
Yep.
and interactive as possible. We actually are providing a community zone where people can go in, whether they have VR or they want to just do video chat. But we want this to be interactive. We want our speakers to spend time with the community, and we want to mix up the time zones. We want people to hang out late and connect with Asia. We want them to log in early and connect with Europe and Africa, Middle East. Like we're super excited to really have a truly global event here.
So actually, this is the first time when I have seen that on any virtual event, the communities get involved. All the almost I think almost all the MVPs and RDs are involved for this event, and they are producing all the events. This is also a big opportunity for them also to be part of such a big event where we have representatives from Microsoft also presenting keynotes and all this. So that's really
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, and don't feel like this is, that this is just happening and it's just education too. I mean, Microsoft is looking at this as an opportunity to make announcements. I mean, we just had Build for developers, but there's a lot of things that Microsoft wants to share. So I think there's going to be a bunch of exciting things that get announced here. And this is a great opportunity for the whole community to really get their skills up to snuff, connect with others, be able to present and share, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm already super excited about the whole event and how it's gonna go. It's gonna be amazing.
Thank you so much, Joel, for your time. Okay, so now I'm and closing the recording here.
Thank you.